Okay, so in this exercise, we are going to install SAP NetWeaver 7.4 ABAP
Yes,
only
ABAP.
system.
Yes.
Okay, so the install images are located under, let me go from the beginning, Explorer, and it will be under S drive, and courses, ADM 110, 15, and 01 install ECC.
Yes.
And it will be under, no,
First
that
one.
is for SWPM.
In
And
that
this-
only SAP INST will be there, no?
That is for SWPM. Okay.
In that only
Okay.
INST, SAP INST. Yes.
Okay, let's check it whether we have INST here as well.
Okay.
Okay, this
So,
is just
yes,
kernel.
kernel
Okay,
files.
got it. So always we need to install it
Yes.
from
As you
SWPM.
told, no, like earlier it was SAP INST was there
Correct.
from means differently, but now they have merged into SWPM.
Okay, super.
Yes.
Okay.
And one more thing, SAP GUI.exe is for remote
Instances. Just in case if I have all these files in my local, now we directly connected to the remote server desktop. So we need to use this in STXE. Before that, I want to see whether the initial user should be there or not.
We have to set the password.
Yes,
right?
we did already, but still I just want to make sure we have the user. Install is there.
Set the password.
Yes, I did. Still let me do it. So the install user password will be the same, INSTAL. Okay, password has been set. So this user will be act as a SAP installation user.
Yeah.
And is he part of any admin group?
Yeah,
it's here. Okay, this user is having full privilege now.
So normally in a live system, operating system, people give us the user ID password.
Correct. So we are starting SAP NetWeaver 7.4 installation.
ABAP stack.
ABAP only system.
Most challenging will be Solman.
Installation
of Solman, and it will be interesting also, right?
Okay.
Because this is like for ABAP and as well as Java. For in that it will be dual stack.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay. So what is the?
It will be
SAP
Business Suite 7.I203, and then we are going to install EHP 7 for SAP ERP 6.0 ABAP.
Yes.
And then we are using MaxDB. Yes.
SAP system.
SAP system. Application server for SAP, and it's going to be a standard system because we are not going to install distributed system. And we are not installing high availability system.
Here we have to go and install it.
Correct. Next time when we try installing this, we need to make sure we are installing distributed system. Okay, standard system. Next.
So we start.
Okay, so we are going to select custom. There will be background noise in the video.
It's checking all the service.
Collection information about installed SAP system. We're checking SAP services installed on this host.
Okay, correct.
So on which screen we are
here
right now? So okay, good. Let it. Until then, I'll pass this. And SAP system ID is E00. So for this exercise, we need to use E00 in lab, as a license will not work for any other SAP system ID. But in a real life scenario, in a practical situation, You can be use any SAP system ID based on your organization's requirement, and the destination drive for this installation is D drive.
Okay, so I have one doubt here.
Uh-huh.
As sir told, we have to pause it.
Okay, and click next.
Next.
So FQDN, we need to use the DNS full name, which is wdf.sap.card.
Correct.
And that's the FQDN for SAP system. And click next. You don't need to change anything, but in real life scenario, you have to give your organization's FQDN.
According to our organization.
Correct. And the kernel we already copied it. Okay. Browse, you know where the kernel is. We can, but I just want to know.
Okay. Courses
ADM 11015, and then it's under 10 and
yes.
So this is what we have copied. So kernel is okay, so it's extracting actually. Okay, so this is the master password where it will be used by everyone, and it's supposed to be 8 characters in length.
Correct.
And with a numeric. So what I'm going to use is welcome 12 WELC0ME12 WEL. Okay.
Okay.
All small.
So we mentioned this welcome 12 as a master password.
Correct.
So will it get saved into default profile? So that.
Okay, and SAP system user domain is E00, and it's going to be a local domain. We're not using any other domain control. Okay. And SAP system administrator, it's the OS account it will create during this installation. TWDF 3110, which is our host, and E00 ADM. E00 is our SID, and ADM is a system requirement, and this is service account. SAP service E00. Using this service, we cannot connect to the box, but this account will be used for service restarts.
Yeah, okay. Whichever services will be running related to SAP,
correct,
that will be controlled by a service user.
Correct. And the password is set to welcome12.
Yes, and this service will be managed from services.
Correct.
Operating
So
system level services.
let me retype the password here. It's WELCZOME. Next. So it's just checking the values. I think it's creating in the background. Let it run. Now it's asking for the DBS ID. The DBS ID should be same as your system SID. So what is our system SID? E00. And database host is it's on the same host, TWDF 3110.
Okay. Here you need to change the shoot. Means particularly for primary application server.
And here RDBMS max DB package location. It will be under S drive, and then process TADM, and then is it export one or
1 second? NetWeaver. It's a NetWeaver, yeah, inside
yes.
NetWeaver, there we have max DB.
Slow. So next.
Yes.
So MaxDB client software installation, it will be on D drive.
Same, D drive.
And then click next. So installation export. So it will be under
Software package. What does this do? Software package
So
request?
he said that the export files, right, it copies lots of tables to the database.
Correct.
So those tables are located under export 1 and export 2.
Yes, in that database that
Correct.
export
Correct.
files will be there.
Its system is slow. ADM 11015. Go here. It will be under
Export one.
export.
It will
And I
be-
have
Yes.
click check location so that it will check the
Go
location.
there,
తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలో చెప్పండి.
Entered course.
because here I was we have to extract and click on the correct location.
Okay.
We have only mentioned export like that. We have one more F5
Okay.
ఈ ఒక్క పని అనేది చేసి పెట్టి.
Same error he also got it.
నీ దాంట్లో యూట్యూబ్ వస్తుందా?
click on that. Yes. Now it will take.
Very good.
ఐటీ ఫీల్డ్ లో అది చాలా సిల్లీ విషయం.
Okay, so this is export to same under export to we need to check.
సరే.
నేను అడగతాను, మళ్ళీ కనెక్ట్ అయితే నువ్వు అడగదు, సరేనా? విధిలా
సరే.
విధిలా ఒప్పుకున్నావా? మనకి అన్నదో పెట్టి బడతో పెట్టి లేదా
And we have completed that.
నాతో కాంపిటీషన్ డేంజర్.
MaxDB server software destination, it will be on the D drive. If you want to change it on any other host, you need to give the drives here.
ముంబై ఇండియన్స్ గెలిచిందా?
And then it's checking for existing database instances running on this drive. Now it's asking for database user, DB ID C00, super DB and control. So it's welcome one to welcome one to.
Type next one.
Yes. Okay, there you go. Database parameters, database sources 110, database ID is E00. We are not mirroring log volume, so you don't need
Now
to check.
we have to check
What is the
for
CPU used for
6.
concurrently? 6. And IO buffer caches.
40. We have to change the value.
How much?
It's 4096.
4096. And number of sessions?
It's 200.
200.
200, right?
Okay. Okay, 200 session, it's allowed to create to the database. Okay, makes sense. Next. Okay, so this is the log volume where SAP database will create its data files. It's just in case if there is any data corruption, we will be using this SAP logs.
Log.
So you need to change it to D drive
D
because we are not installing anything on C drive. And what is the size in MB?
It's 10,000.
You see this concept, right? Yeah. Okay.
And the log file which will be recorded, that we have given us a size for 10 GB.
10,000 GB. If it is 2000, it will create 2000 MB sizes pockets. Yeah. And if you want to create more, you can create it.
Okay.
Oops. So minimum log size is 2000 and SID is E00 and 10,000 size for log.
Yes.
Okay. And these are all the size and
We have to change the size there.
correct. So here it's E00 and 1000. What is the size here?
12,500.
System is slow. Oops.
Audio is unique.
Sir, you're having the SAP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, it was with yes.
Okay, so I have set it to 12,500. Everything is on SAPDB. So again, all these files are data files. The database structure created as SAP data files, and that's the size of each files. These are all used to restore the database when it's crashed.
So that log file will get saved into this SAP data, right?
Correct, everything. And SAP is zero schema. So every DB schema will be owned by a DB user. So by default, it's SAP and then SID. So our SID is E00. So this will be the user for the SAP DB user, and the password is WLC0ME12 and WE. And this will be the password, the master password, whatever we have set. You don't need to set anything, but I'm just tapping the same password here, just in case if you want to change, you can change it in this screen. And SAP code page, it is 4103, which is the ISO code. And number of parallel jobs, 10, right?
10 years.
Number of parallel jobs. So these jobs will create the tables in the database during installation. So we are controlling it to 10 just to make sure we are not consuming more resources during the installation. Depends on your hardware sizing, you can update it. The more the number of parallel jobs, the quicker the installation is.
So for in our training session, 10 is enough for us.
10 is okay. So that will take 6 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so these are all the systems installed in this
Instance,
host.
right?
So these are all the instance number. So if you look at here, the 023 is not here, so that's why it
Correct.
picked up this. But for our lab exercise, we need to give the pass instance as
So this is the place where we give our
define
instance
the
number.
instance number. Correct.
Define instance number. Okay, so PS number is, what is it, 60? Yeah?
60. Yeah, that's what he has given.
60.
60.
And ASC 54.
64 or 54? Let's see. 54 is already there.
54
So
is there.
we need to give 64. Okay, so let's note it down.
Yes.
Number is 60
అప్పుడు బ్యాటరీ డౌన్
and as instance number is 64. Okay, and we are going to install ERS as well. That's the
Pure
replication
replication system.
Correct.
Server or the system?
ఇప్పుడు పోయి కనుక
System,
ఇప్పుడు పోయి
whatever.
కనుక రాబో సార్
And
In my understanding, this ERS means we will have to server.
correct.
Okay, so that will be getting replicated by
Same
one
server
person
will
as
be
like a backup.
replicated on another host. So if the primary ERS goes down, NQ server, this will come online and the business continuity will run.
నేను ఏదో ఒకటి చేసుకుంటా నీకెందుకు
Okay, very good. So this is the ABAP message server port, which is running on 3664, correct? And then internal ABAP message server is 3964. Transport host is same, it's running on the
Why
same.
you told like why ABAP message server port is 36?
ఎవర్రా
Because this is ABAP only system, there is no HTTP. If it is Java stack, it will be 81. That's why I didn't notice it when he
So for
asking.
ABAP system, the message server port will always listen to 36.
You can change it here. 3664, right? You can change it to
64
anything.
we can't change, but 36
Correct. You can change it. It's fine. That's why it's asking you to update here.
Okay.
So you can update it.
Okay.
So now, by industry standard default, we are using 36. Next. And NQ replication server instance
What is that? Given 63.
63, correct? Because we have used 60 and 64. See here. Now 60 is here. This is what we are installing.
Yes. 800.
60 is already okay. Sorry. E00 and 64 is our EAS, and we are going to use ERS instance of
63.
63. So do we have 63 here in this list? No, right? So we need to use 63. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So number of the central services instance to be replicated. So 64 is our
Main is our 64 and ERS will be the replication of 64 is 63.
okay.
Right? Yes, it is. It's 64. And 64 is what? 64 is the ASCS instance number again. But here it's mentioned
ASCS instance number.
But in that we have
ASCS instance number is 64.
64.
And okay. This is 60, right? The other one
Yeah, that is 60.
what is
primary
bus
application?
instance number?
Yeah, this is the primary application server, right?
Pass, and this is our AS, and pass is running on 60.
60 and
This guy is
no,
running.
ASCS is on 64. Yes, that is 64. ASCS.
And our AAS is running on
AS it's one second. AS is here given E00. This one is ACS.
60 is
Once again,
PAAS.
we'll get that page also.
64 is ASCS, and we are replicating ERAS is 63.
No, it
Got
didn't
it.
ask for AS.
Correct.
We are only doing central services
Correct.
instance and ERS, that is in LQ replication system, and one instance, that is PAS.
So PAS is running on 60, and your ACS is running on 64, and you are replicating ERS on
You
63.
can mention one more. Yeah.
So this is ERS is on
Parameter.
63.
But we have
These
not
are all the
given for
three.
AES. We are
Correct.
not mentioning AES.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Okay, once again.
What is now?
Okay, so webcam password is it's same again. Welcome on to. Still, I would like to type it. You don't need to because we already set the master password. So this web ADM is used by the ICM. Okay, so this is the software package request SL controller. SL controller. It's under installation courses and ADM 10, and then under this NetWeaver
Controller. Download.
SL controller. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, DNS domain name.
So what is SL controller?
In the www.sap.com
Software package request.
DNS domain name
What is SL controller? He said
On the final
kernel
stage,
DVD.
you are prompted SL controller.
Okay, let's ask him tomorrow. Okay, SL controller. Click next. And these are all the files we are going to install, unpack, and then this is the destination. It's going to install. Okay. Okay. Next.
Congratulations. I came
Oh,
to
really?
summary page.
Okay. Super. Let's see.
Final review.
Summary. Okay. Show detail. Now we go for lunch. So parameter setting custom. This is our SID, and this is our FQDN, and this is our kernel. Correct. Yes. 5 more minutes. We are done.
So kernel for
So master password we are done. Web domain password is local domain, and operating system user. Yes. And SAP database DBS ID is E00, and this is the MaxDB install software. This is our export 1 software location and export 2 software location. And we are going to install MaxDB on D drive, and database uses SuperDB and control, and we are allowing 6 CPU core to use, and the number of session 200. XDB volume for data restore. It's all set to 2500 as well as exercise. ABAP schema, MaxDB ABAP schema, password.
Why he got an error?
Let's see.
Because he have mentioned I think 54, which was given in the book, but 54 was already in the instance mentioned.
No, he has given 64.
Is it?
Yes, I saw.
But in book it's mentioned 54.
No, just check.
This is 54 only.
54 is already there.
So maybe it will not go forward if you will put that 54.
Yes. 54 is already assigned to another instance. This makes sense, right, already. So 60, 64 and 63. For AIS, I believe it will
No, we are not installing additional
installing.
applications.
Correct,
If you
correct.
want, we can
Later,
install later.
right.
He wanted to.
Correct. Right. So media browser, SL controller. I guess external controller is kernel DVD. Maybe software library or
But here
licensing.
also it's not mentioned anything for SL.
Maybe licensing.
Oh, maybe licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe for licensing.
Okay, so all good. Next.
Done.
Right.
What is this bill? SWP?